So last time we were discussing about the curve fitting, the least method of least square curve fitting. We had discussed the equations involving a straight line and the equations involving the parabola. And I think we have solved 2 or 3 sums related to the straight line. Okay. And from the fourth sum, I think we were to start, right? 2 sums we have solved. Third sum was for your homework. So the fourth sum is what we have to start. Now, what does the fourth sum says? Fourth sum says that we have to fit a straight line using the method of least square, and we have to estimate the exchange rate for the year 1993-94 and for the year 1984-85. Now, in this case, what is happening? Instead of the value of x and y, which were given to you directly in the previous sums, यहाँ पे you have the values in terms of year and exchange rate, which is given. तो यहाँ पे क्या करना है अपने को? यहाँ पे जो year दिया हुआ है, that will be basically considered as the value of x. Means based on the year का जो values है, accordingly we will have to get the values of x. Exchange rate will be considered as your y. ठीक है? Exchange rate will be considered as y. But now the format in which the value of the year is given, that directly you cannot use it for your calculation purpose. Okay, because it is given in terms of years. So whenever the value is given in terms of years, or the value of x is big enough means 3 digit mein hai, 2 digit mein hai. So what we can do is we can apply the idea of change of scale and change of origin. Okay, so how to go about with this change of scale ka technique? For that, what we will do is first we will enter the values for the year. जो डेटा क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है, that we will first enter. एक्सचेंज रेट जो दिया हुआ है, that will be considered as your y. उसको हम लोग कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते because that is the value which is given. So we cannot change the values of y, because y का वैल्यू चेंज किया तो पूरा तुम्हारा डेटा चेंज हो जाता है. So we can't touch the value of y. Whatever modification is to be done, that is to be done for the value of x. So x का value के लिए we go with the change of origin का technique. Now how to go about with this change of origin का technique? For that, listen carefully. First of all, tell me what is the value of n in this case? What is the value of n in this case?
7.
7. 7 is even or 7 is odd?
Odd.
Is odd. Okay. So see, depending on the value of your n, whether it is even or odd, the solution is dependent on your n. So यहाँ पे your n is 7, which is odd. So whenever your n is 7, that is odd. Okay, whenever your n is odd, what you have to do is n plus 1 divided by 2. n plus 1 divided by 2th observation. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा वो? n is 7, तो n plus 1 divided by 2.
4.
तो उसको 0 लेना है. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे n is 7, तो 7 plus 1 gives me 8. 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. So 4th observation का value को 0 लेना है. So this value will become 0. This much is clear? Again I repeat, if n is odd, तो n plus 1 divided by 2 जो observation मिलेगा, for that you have to take the value of x as 0. Okay, is this clear? So here n is 7, so 7 plus 1 divided by 2, that turns out to 4. तो fourth observation का value अपने को 0 लेना है. Now as you move down,
सर
yes,
सर n का वैल्यू कैसा लिया?
n is the total number of observations.
ओके सर.
कि जो टेबल में दिया हुआ है ना अपने को 7 observations.
हाँ सर समझा.
So when your n is odd, n plus 1 divided by 2 observation को 0 लेना है. So here your n is 7, so 7 plus 1 divided by 2, that is your fourth observation. So fourth observation 0 होगा. As you go down, okay, as you go down, you add 1. ठीक है, जैसे नीचे जाएगा वैसा 1 ऐड करते जाने का है. As you go up, you subtract 1. Okay, as you go down, you add 1. As you go up, you subtract 1. तो नीचे गया तो मेरे को 1 2 3 मिला. ऊपर जाएगा तो -1 -2 -3 मिलेगा. Is it okay? If this is clear, then we can move to the next part. This is very important. If anyone has any doubt in this, get your doubt cleared now itself. Right? Again I repeat, when your n is odd, तो n plus 1 divided by 2 को 0 करना है. So n plus 1 divided by 2 means that is basically your central most observation. Okay, that is the central most observation. So central most observation को 0 लेना है. As you move down, go on adding 1. As you move up, go on subtracting 1. मतलब ऊपर जाएगा, central most observation से ऊपर जाएगा तो -1 करना है. central most observation से नीचे आएगा तो +1 करना है. ठीक है, this is what you will have to do when your n is odd. I'll just tell you what is to be done for your n is even. When your n is even, तो n plus 1 divided by 2 जो भी ऑब्जर्वेशन है, ओके, n plus 1 divided by 2 जो भी ऑब्जर्वेशन है उसको माइनस लेना है, -1 लेना है. फिर आई जस्ट चेक इवन का सम है क्या कोई. ओके, पैराबोला में है तो इवन का आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू दैट टाइम. नहीं तो अभी दोनों मिक्स हो जाएगा. So at present we will do only for odd, then parabola के time पे we will do that even वाला sum. So again I repeat, when the number of observations is odd, like you have in this case 7, so you find out the central most observation. Central most observation मतलब n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, central most observation मतलब n plus 1 divided by 2. वो जो observation है उसका value 0 लेना है. As you come down, go on adding 1. As you go up from the central most observation, go on subtracting 1. So these are the values of x which we get in this example, because my n is 7. So 7 plus 1 divided by 2, that turns out to be the fourth observation. So fourth observation को 0 लेना है. As you come down, you add 1. As you go up, compared to your central most observation. Subtract 1. Okay? And then you find out your xy and x square. So x into y. So 12.24. You can take the help of your calculator. 36.72 with a minus sign. So this is what you get. Then सबका total, y का total also will be required. तो y का total find करो. Just check these are the values of the total which you are getting.
यस सर, y और x स्क्वायर का वैल्यू सही है.
ओके, बाकी भी दोनों चेक कर लो.
सही है सर.
Okay. So once you get these values, we write down the two equations for the straight line which we have. तो यहाँ पे straight line का equation नहीं दिया हुआ है. We take the equation as y equals to ax plus b. तो जो दो equations अपने को solve करना है, that will be summation y a into summation x plus n into b. And जो second equation है, that is summation xy equals to a into summation x square plus b into summation x. These are the two equations which we solve. Now substitute the values. See, what is the main aim or the main intention of applying this change of scale and change of origin का technique, the way in which we are doing? You will observe कि तुम्हारा summation x 0 हो जाता है. If you take your x in this way, the way in which we have taken, you will observe कि तुम्हारा summation x 0 हो जाएगा. तो जो तुम्हारा first equation मिलेगा, that will be summation y equals to 7 into b. Okay, तुम्हारा summation x 0 हो गया. So we get directly the value of b. तो b कितना मिलेगा? 111.53 divided by 7. So 15.9328. This is the value of b which we get. And from the second equation, you get summation xy, that is 50.69 equals to 28 into a. क्योंकि वहां पे तुम्हारा b का टर्म 0 हो जाएगा क्योंकि b के साथ तुम्हारा समेशन x है. तो तुमको a का वैल्यू मिलेगा 1.53 8104. Therefore, what is my y? Y is ax plus b. Okay, y is ax plus b. So this is the equation of the straight line which we get. Okay, this is the equation of the straight line which we get. So what is the biggest advantage? कि यहाँ पे तुमको सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशंस को साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व करने का जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशन को साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व करने का जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज द वे इन विच यू आर टेकिंग द वैल्यूज, योर समीशन x विल बिकम 0. तो समीशन x 0 हो गया, तो फर्स्ट इक्वेशन से यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ b, सेकेंड इक्वेशन से यू विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ a. Is this fine?
सर
हाँ,
सर आपने वो जो क्वेश्चन में आंसर दिए ए का 15.9328 है और हम लोग का यहाँ आंसर बी का आ रहा है 15.9328.
हाँ, वो उल्टा आ रहा है क्योंकि वहां पे a प्लस बी एक्स लिया है इसके लिए.
और जो आपने होमवर्क सम दिए थे ना उसमें भी ऐसे ही हो रहे हैं.
हाँ, वो भी डिपेंड्स. अभी यहाँ पे हमने जो इक्वेशन लिया वो हमने y इक्वल्स टू ए एक्स प्लस बी लिया है. अगर तुम वहीं पे y इक्वल्स टू ए प्लस बी एक्स लोगे तो बेसिकली तुम्हारा a और b का रोल इंटरचेंज हो रहा है. तो वैल्यूज करेक्ट है और इंटरचेंज हो रहा है तो दैट्स ओके. जैसे यहाँ पे यू पॉइंटेड आउट कि जो अपने को b का वैल्यू मिल रहा है वो आंसर में a का वैल्यू था, जो अपने को a मिल रहा है वो आंसर में b था. तो ये दोनों जो इंटरचेंज हो रहा है दैट इज ओके, क्योंकि इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ द स्ट्रेट लाइन व्हाट यू आर टेकिंग. ax प्लस b लेते हो या a प्लस bx लेते हो, तो उसमें तुम्हारा a और b का रोल चेंज हो जाता है. ओके, a और b का रोल
ओके सर.
चेंज हो जाता है, इसके लिए वो वैसा आ रहा है करके. So till this it's clear? If yes, then we can go to the next part in this example. Next part, what it says, we have to find out the exchange rate for the year 93-94 and for the year 84-85. तो पहले हम लोग 93-94 के लिए करेंगे. For the year 93-94. Now see, अपने को लास्ट वैल्यू कौन सा है? अभी 93-94 मतलब वो टेबल में नीचे आएगा कि ऊपर आएगा? टेबल में 93-94, द ईयर 93-94 नीचे आएगा कि ऊपर आएगा?
डाउन.
Down it will come, right? Now after 91-92, which is the year which you will get? Table में the last value for the year is 91-92. After the year 91-92, which year you will get?
92
बट अपने को 93-94 दिया हुआ है, तो 91-92 के बाद आता है 92-93, उसके बाद आएगा 93-94. तो अभी 91-92 के लिए x का वैल्यू इज 3, तो 92-93 के लिए x का वैल्यू कितना होगा? 4. एंड 93-94 के लिए कितना होगा x का वैल्यू? 5. So that is what you have to take. So for the year 93-94, take x equals to 5 in equation 1. Okay, take x equals to 5 in equation 1. तो जो y का वैल्यू मिलेगा that will be the exchange rate for the year 93-94. Okay, जो x का वैल्यू मिलेगा that will be the exchange rate for the year 93-94. So how much you get? Just find out. $24.9848. Then what is the next one? 1984-85. अभी 84-85 टेबल में ऊपर आएगा. It will come at the top. That is above 85-86. 85-86 का preceding year मतलब उसका पहले का साल is nothing but 84-85. Right?
Yes, sir.
What will be the value of x for the year
-4.
1984-85?
-4.
-4. Good. So for the year 84-85, take x equals to -4 in equation 1. So how much we will get? $8.6822. Check karo, is this the value of y which you get?
So 8.6912 आ रहा है.
Yes, sir. Even I
8.69
got this.
एक मिनट.
सर आपने वो y का वैल्यू रॉन्ग लिया है. 9328 है. 15.9328.
Okay.
हाँ सर, एंड में आपने 9238 लिया.
9328. $6912.
8.6912.
Right, 8.6912 is the value of y. So is it okay? How do we take the values of x? When your data is given in terms of year, similar technique we can apply when the values of x are big enough. So ये जो possibility था, that is for your value of n to be odd. Value of n to be even we will do after some time today itself. I hope this sum is clear.
Yes.
Okay, now the sum number 5 and sum number 6 is for your homework. You can take the screenshot of this. Taken?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we come to sum number 7, where we have to fit a parabola of the form a plus bx plus cx square. See, again I will like to repeat कि whatever answers are given or whatever answers we are doing it, उसमें it depends on what equation you are taking. Okay, it depends on what equation you are taking. Like हम लोग पैराबोला का a plus bx plus cx square लेता है. ओके, a प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी एक्स स्क्वायर लेता है तो उसमें abc का जो वैल्यू मिलेगा, और हम लोग ए एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी लेगा तो उसमें जो वैल्यू मिलेगा, इट मैटर्स इन द सेंस कि तुम्हारा वैल्यूज इंटरचेंज होगा. ठीक है, अगर वैल्यूज इंटरचेंज हो रहे हैं देन इट्स ओके, नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट इट. Okay, nothing to worry about it. Okay, so यहाँ पे we have to fit a parabola of the form y equals to a plus bx plus cx square using the method of least square. So यहाँ पे मेरा n कितना है? n is 3.
3.
Okay, n is 3. Now यहाँ पे मेरा x का values are small enough, so I will continue with the values which are given. Okay, I'll continue with the values which are given, and then I will complete the table containing this many columns. यहाँ पे compared to your straight lines, number of columns will be more because straight line में we have only 2 equations. यहाँ पे we have 3 equations. Okay, straight line में we have 2 equations and यहाँ पे we have 3 equations. So the number of columns है that will be more compared to what we have in case of a straight line. Then we have to just fill the table as we did it earlier. Okay, 17 into 4, 68. इस सबका टोटल फाइंड करने का these are the values which you are getting. Just check out y equals to a plus bx plus cx square. This is the parabola. So the 3 equations which we have to solve simultaneously to get the values of x, values of a, b and c are these 3 equations. पहले उसी को इक्वेशन को n टाइम्स ऐड करो, फिर x से मल्टीप्लाई करो और ऐड करो, देन x स्क्वायर से मल्टीप्लाई करो एंड ऐड करो, x square ना, okay sorry I did a mistake.
सर x से मल्टीप्लाई करना.
Okay, these are the equations which you will get. इसको अपने को सॉल्व करना है. तो नाउ yes Tejas, you are telling something. Tejas, you are telling something. ठीक है. Now we will substitute the values and we will get three equations. So summation y कितना है 24 3a into n. This is the first equation which we get. Summation xy 40a into summation x b into summation x square this is what is the second equation which we get. And with third equation x square y का total 74 a summation x square 5a 9b plus 17c. These are the three equations. Are these three equations clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now
sir.
after getting these three equations, what we have to do is we have to solve these three equations. Okay, we have to solve these three equations simultaneously. तो अभी इसको साइमल्टेनियसली सॉल्व करना है तो तुम लोग कौन सा भी मेथड यूज कर सकते हैं. व्हाटएवर हैज बीन डिस्कस्ड टिल नाउ मतलब तुम्हारा सेमेस्टर 1 में, तुम्हारा 12th स्टैंडर्ड में या तुम्हारा सेमेस्टर 2 में. सेमेस्टर 2 में वी हैव डिस्कस्ड गॉस जॉर्डन, गॉस सीडल. सेमेस्टर 1 में वी हैव डिस्कस्ड द इन्वर्जन मेथड. उसके बाद हम लोग ने वो सिस्टम ऑफ इक्वेशंस ax equals to b भी डिस्कस किया था जहां पे वी टेक द रैंक एंड वी फाइंड आउट द वैल्यूज. 12th स्टैंडर्ड में यू हैव डिस्कस अबाउट द एडजॉइंट मेथड, inversion method. Okay, so any method you can apply to get the values of a, b and c. So now what we will do is, ठीक है, ये सब टेक्निक्स है. There is one more technique. You eliminate one variable from any two equations. That also can be done. Eliminate one variable from any two equations, फिर वो दोनों को सॉल्व करेगा तो भी तुमको आंसर मिलेगा. What exactly that means? We will discuss that. Now see, equation 1 and 2 में तुम्हारा a का कोएफिशिएंट सेम है, राइट. इक्वेशन 1 and 2 में a का कोएफिशिएंट सेम है. तो व्हाट वी डू इज वी सबट्रैक्ट 1 from 2. Okay, we subtract 1 from 2. So that is basically 2 minus 1. Okay, that is basically 2 minus 1. तो जो इक्वेशन मिलेगा that will be our equation 4. हमने क्या किया, इक्वेशन 1 and 2 में से हमने a को एलिमिनेट किया. So we get an equation in terms of b and c. Okay, 1 and 2 में से a को एलिमिनेट किया. So we get equation in b and c. Now what we will do, 2 और 3 में से भी हम लोग a को एलिमिनेट करेगा. ठीक है, 2 और 3 में से भी a को एलिमिनेट करेगा. अभी 2 और 3 में से a को एलिमिनेट करना है. What does that mean? कि तुम्हारा a का कोएफिशिएंट सेम होगा, then only you can eliminate that. Correct? You want to eliminate a from equation 2 and 3. That means equation 2 and 3 में तुमको a का कोएफिशिएंट को इक्वेट करना है. तो उसके लिए क्या करने का, मल्टीप्लाई इक्वेशन 2 by 5 and multiply equation 3 by 3. Okay, multiply equation 2 by 5 तो अपने को मिलेगा 200 equals to 15a plus 23b plus 45c. This I will take as equation 5. फिर इक्वेशन 3 को मैं 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करेगा तो 74 to 222 15a 27b 51c. This is what is my equation 3. Now subtract 2 from 3. Subtracting 2 from 3. Okay, subtracting 2 from 3. मतलब 3 minus 2. So what we get? 22 equals to 2b plus 6c. This I take it as equation 7. Okay, this I take it as equation 7. Now 4 and 7 को solve करना है. B और C का value मिलेगा. After getting B and C, substituting any one of the equations, you will get the value of A. Right? Now 4 and 7 को solve करके B and C find करना है. After getting B and C, you will substitute B and C in any one of the equations and you will get the value of A. So now what we can do is we can subtract 4 from 7. Subtracting 4 from 7, that is 7 minus 4. So 7 minus 4 will give me 6 equals to 2c. So this gives me the value of c as 3. Okay. This gives me the value of c as 3. Now, after getting your c, substitute c equals to 3 in 7. Substituting c equals to 3 in 7, we get b equals to 2. Check out 7 में 3 c को 3 सब्स्टिट्यूट किया तो b का वैल्यू 2 आता है.
Yes, sir.
Now substitute b equals to 2, c equals to 3 in 1. Any one of the equation 1, 2 and 3 में से. Substitute b equals to 2, c equals to 3 in equation 1. So what is the value of a which we get? B को 2 डाला तो 6, 15, 21, 3, 3, 1. So we get a equals to 1. You get a equals to 1. Right? 1, 2, 3 मिला a b c का value and you substitute in the parabola का equation, you will get the value of your parabola. Is the first sum okay?
Yes, sir. So ये कितने मार्क का आएगा अगर आएगा तो?
ये पूरा पैराबोला का सम एज इट इज तो 3 मार्क के लिए आना मुश्किल है, बट इट मे हैपन कि तुमको पैराबोला का इक्वेशन instead of giving a plus bx plus cx square, it may be given as a plus cx square or say bx plus cx square. Instead of giving 3 unknowns, 2 unknown वाला आ सकता है. I think we have that some. हाँ, सी जो 11th वाला सम है, 11th वाला सम है, वो वाले फॉर्म में आ सकता है जहाँ पे तुमको खाली 2 ही अननोन थे. बट इट्स अ पैराबोला. क्यों पैराबोला है? बिकॉज इट्स अ सेकेंड डिग्री इक्वेशन. तो कोई भी सेकेंड डिग्री इक्वेशन होगा तो वो पैराबोला होगा. बट यहाँ पे खाली 2 अननोन है, सो दैट काइंड ऑफ सम्स कैन बी देयर. तो उसमें भी क्या करना है, अभी इसमें अपने को 2 ही इक्वेशन कंसीडर करना है. When you have y equals to ax plus bx square, so here you have to consider only 2 equations. वो 2 equations कैसे मिलेगा? जैसे हम लोग नॉर्मली फाइंड आउट करते हैं, पहले डायरेक्टली ऐड कर दो, तो you'll get summation y equals to a summation x plus b summation x square, and second equation मिलेगा summation xy equals to a summation x square plus b summation x cube. ये 2 इक्वेशन से a और b को फाइंड करना है. So you can take sum number 8 and 9 as your homework. Take the screenshot of 8 and 9. Then we will do sum number 10. लिया स्क्रीनशॉट?
यस सर. सर इसके ऊपर वाला जो सम है वो बिना पैराबोला वाला, वो कितने मार्क का आएगा? ऊपर स्क्रॉल करो.
स्ट्रेट लाइन वाला?
हाँ सर, वो स्ट्रेट लाइन वाला,
3 मार्क्स.
ईयर वाला.
3 मार्क्स. ये वाला जो सम है ना, सी ईयर वाला, दैट कैन कम फॉर 3 मार्क्स.
ओके सर.
क्योंकि उसमें तुम्हारा कैलकुलेशन तो ज्यादा कुछ है नहीं, इक्वेशंस भी सॉल्व नहीं करना है, डायरेक्टली यू गेट द आंसर. नो, so that can be there for 3 marks. हाँ, साथ में तुम लोग ये सम नंबर 11 का भी स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, तो फिर वो ये होमवर्क वाला पार्ट भी हो जाएगा. एक मिनट जस्ट अ सेकंड. अच्छा, और भी. ओके फाइन. हाँ, तो ये 11 का भी ले लो स्क्रीनशॉट.
हो गया सर.
Okay. So we come to sum number 10. Now see sum number 10, what it says, we have to fit a parabola of the form a plus bx plus cx square for the given data, where the year is given and number of students are given. We have to also find the number of students for the year 2000 and for the year 1987. Okay, for the year 2000 and 1987 के लिए अपने को y का वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करना है. So first of all, tell me what is the value of n in this case? N is 8, so that is even
8.
right. हम लोग ने ऑड के लिए वो स्ट्रेटजी देखा कि हाउ टू गेट डाउन द वैल्यू ऑफ x. Now this is even, तो इसको क्या करना है, you divide by 2. Okay, you divide by 2. So when you divide by 2, what answer you get? 4. तो जो फोर्थ ऑब्जर्वेशन है, ओके, जो फोर्थ ऑब्जर्वेशन है, ओके, सो फर्स्ट आई विल complete write down the values in the table. तो जो फोर्थ ऑब्जर्वेशन है, कौन सा है फोर्थ ऑब्जर्वेशन? 92, द ईयर 1992। फोर्थ ऑब्जर्वेशन का वैल्यू वी विल टेक इट एज -1। ओके, फोर्थ ऑब्जर्वेशन का वैल्यू वी विल टेक इट एज -1। देन as you go down, add 2. Okay, as you go down, add 2. तो -1 + 2 कितना होएगा? नीचे गया तो 2 ऐड करना है, तो -1, फिर 1 + 2 3, 5 and 7। -1 से ऊपर गया तो सब्ट्रैक्ट 2। ओके, -1 is the value of your n/2th observation. Okay, -1 is the value of n/2th observation. As you go down, add 2. As you go up, subtract 2. Is this clear? हम लोग ऑड के लिए क्या करते हैं? ऑड के लिए सेंट्रल मोस्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन को 0 लेता है, फिर नीचे गया तो +1, ऊपर गया तो -1। इवन के लिए क्या करते हैं हम लोग? इवन के लिए we take n/2 as -1, नीचे गया तो +2, ऊपर गया तो -2। Is this fine? Yes, is this fine?
Fine, sir.
And then complete the table. फिर टेबल कंप्लीट करो। x³ तो 7 का क्यूब 49 into 7। हाँ सॉरी 7 7 49। हाँ 49 into 7 343। x⁴ 49 का 7⁴। हाँ, that is 49 का स्क्वायर। Two 401 625 81 1 x into y। उसके बाद x²y। तो x² है 49 into 32। फिर ये सबका टोटल
Sir, 31 into 3 is 93.
31 into 3 93 ओके मैंने 63 लिखा था 93
सर एक्स स्क्वायर का 168 है।
x स्क्वायर का
168 है सर, सही है।
चेक करो दिस इज व्हाट यू आर गेटिंग फॉर द टेबल देख चेक करो टेबल का वैल्यूज बराबर है ये टेबल का वैल्यू बराबर है are the values of the table you're getting the same values
यस सर।
okay then these are the three equations which we have to solve in case of a parabola now अभी जब तुम उसमें वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे तो what will be your first equation 200 equals to 8a समीशन x तो 0 है and 168c this we will take it as equation 1 second equation summation xy triple 2 summation x cube दोनों 0 है तो अपने को यहां से डायरेक्टली b का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा ओके अपने को डायरेक्टली b का वैल्यू मिल जाएगा 1.3214 तो उसका इक्वेशन का नंबर नहीं लेते हम लोग बिकॉज डायरेक्टली वी गॉट द वैल्यू ऑफ b समेशन x स्क्वायर y a into summation x square 168a प्लस एक्स क्यूब को 0 है, x रेज टू 4 इंटू सी. दिस इज व्हाट इज माय इक्वेशन 2. अभी 1 और 2 को सॉल्व करके ए और सी फाइंड करना है. ठीक है, 1 और 2 को सॉल्व करके ए और सी फाइंड करना है. नाउ यू कैन इजीली सी कि इक्वेशन 1 को अगर 21 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो मेरा ए का कोएफिशिएंट इक्वल हो जाएगा. राइट, इक्वेशन 1 को 21 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो मेरा इक्वेशन 1 में जो ए का कोएफिशिएंट है इट विल बी सेम एज इक्वेशन 2. तो मल्टीप्लाई इक्वेशन 1 बाय 21. मल्टीप्लाइंग इक्वेशन 1 बाय 21. तो 168 into 21. This I take it as equation 3. Okay. This I take it as equation 3. Now subtracting 2 from 3. Subtracting 2 from 3, that is 3 minus 2. Okay, subtracting 2 from 3, that is 3 minus 2. I get 208. सॉरी, यहाँ पे सीन आएगा ना. तो मेरा जो सी का वैल्यू है आई गेट 12.9231 विद अ माइनस साइन. मेरा जो सी का वैल्यू है वो नेगेटिव आ रहा है. सॉरी, उल्टा किया मैंने. It has to be 2688 नहीं 208 divided by 268 minus 0.0774. This is what is my C. After getting C, substitute C equals to minus 0.774 in equation 2 you can say, और इक्वेशन 1 में डाल दो. 1 में नंबर छोटा है तो कितना मिलेगा मेरे को. 200 इक्वल्स टू 88 प्लस 168 इंटू माइनस so that will give me the value of A as क्या आएगा मेरा A का वैल्यू. A का वैल्यू आएगा मेरा 26.6254. Therefore, what is the equation of the parabola? A plus B x minus 3x square. This I take it as equation 4. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now और अपने को फाइंड आउट करना है ना. हाँ, now you tell me for the year 2000 what should be the value of your x? For the year 2000 what should be the value of x?
So
15.
15. So for the year 2000, for the year 2000, take x equals to 15 in equation 4. तो क्या मिलेगा मेरा y? For the year 2000, take x equals to 15 in equation 4. $29.0314. And for the year 1987, what would be the value of x? For the year 1987, what should be the value of x? Okay, I'll scroll up the table. Yes, for the year 1987, what should be the value of x?
minus 11.
Minus 11.
Minus 11. Good. Again, that you will take it in equation 4. So, what is your y? $2.7246. Yes, this is what you get. Yes. Yes, this is what you are getting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sum number 11 to homework है, which you have already taken the screenshot. Now solve sum number 12. Now. Okay, solve sum number 12 now. And it is expected that you solve this sum number 12 in 5 minutes. So You solve it in 5 minutes, then we will have a break for 5 minutes. And if you take more than 5 minutes, तो तुम्हारा break में adjust होगा वो. Is it clear? Technically, sum number 12 takes 5 minutes to solve. So 5 minutes for sum number 12 and 5 minutes for your break. So start solving. जितना टाइम तुम लोग ये सब में ज्यादा लेगा वो उतना टाइम तुम्हारा ब्रेक में एडजस्ट हो जाएगा. देन डोंट टेल मी कि सर ब्रेक नहीं मिला करके. ठीक है. So come on, solve sum number 12 and tell me the answer. And if you have any doubt, if you get stuck at any place, you can tell. I'm here only. I'm not going anywhere. तुम लोग मेरे को x का वैल्यू बताओ. उसके बाद I will also fill the table.
सर इसमें n5 है तो n+1/2 लेंगे ना.
हाँ. ऑड है ना. हाँ तो इधर ओके n equals to 5 नहीं दिखा. ओके n equals to 5.
सर 2 minus 0 1 2.
पहले x का वैल्यू बताओ.
सर -2 -1 0 1 2 होम मिड है 0.
हाँ.
0 1.
Okay, these are the values which you are getting table में.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now complete the sum.
सर एक सेकंड ऊपर स्क्रॉल करो ना,
हाँ
लाइक पिछला सम दिखाओ ना एक्सपेंशन।
मीन्स विच सम, ये वाला।
10th सर, हाँ 10th।
ओके
Sir, A is 15.
age 15, 15
Yes, sir.
नहीं
सर
सर
एज
बी और
28
सी का आंसर पॉइंट में जा रहा है।
तीनों पॉइंट में आ रहा
ये
है, ए
four-
बी सी तीनों पॉइंट में आ रहा है।
हाँ बी 4.6 है और सी 0.1428 है।
हाँ बी और सी करेक्ट है। ए कितना मिला?
28.7144।
वेरी गुड। ओके सो आई
Same,
राइट
sir.
डाउन द वैल्यूज। ए मिला 28.7144, बी मिला 4.6, 0.1428 is your C. Therefore, Y is This is the equation of y. इसको I will take it as star क्योंकि पूरा सम सॉल्व नहीं किया मैंने, तो I don't know what equation numbers you will get. I take it as a star. So अभी और क्या करना है अपने को? Production of milk in the year 82 and 95. Okay. So for the year 1982, take x equals to how much?
-5.
-5 in stars. So taking x equals to -5 in star, what we get? कितना मिलेगा y?
9.2844.
9.2844. Okay. And for the year 1995, what will be your x?
Eight.
8. Okay. What is the value of y?
$74.6536.
Yes, 74.6536. Okay. Okay, fine. So I hope now this is clear to everyone. Fine. So, okay, you have already exhausted the time of your break also. It's okay. I'll give you break for 2 minutes. You can freshen up and you can come back. And then we will start with the topic of correlation. Okay, so come back. We will start by 3:28. Okay. So we'll start with the correlation theory. I hope all of you are back. Yes, you are back. Shall we begin?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we start with correlation theory. See, as the name suggests, correlation. So correlation basically gives us the idea. The correlation coefficient gives us the idea about how the two variables are related to each other. Okay, how the two variables are related to each other. The degree to which the two variables are interrelated is measured by a coefficient of correlation. So, degree to which the two variables are related to each other, that is basically determined using the coefficient of correlation. So coefficient of correlation is denoted by R, which you can also denote it as Rxy, or you can write it as R bracket x comma y. Any of the notations can be used. Types of correlation. We have basically three types of correlation. One is known as the positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. No correlation is also termed as zero correlation. So what is your positive correlation? Positive correlation means the value of two variables deviate in the same direction. Okay, value of the two variables deviate in the same direction. That is what is known as the positive correlation. सेम डायरेक्शन मतलब या दोनों इंक्रीज होगा या तो दोनों डिक्रीज होगा. ओके, दोनों इंक्रीज होगा या तो दोनों इंक्रीज होगा. वन ऑफ द सिंपल एग्जांपल, द मोर क्वांटिटी ऑफ फूड यू इनटेक, ज्यादा फूड खाया तो वेट ज्यादा बढ़ेगा करके. ओके, ज्यादा फूड खाया तो ज्यादा वेट बढ़ेगा. दैट इज व्हाट इज योर पॉजिटिव कोरिलेशन. कम फूड खाया तो कम वेट बढ़ेगा. So that is what is again an example of a positive correlation. Negative correlation, two variables deviate in the opposite direction. Two variables deviate in the opposite direction. Then no correlation. The variables are independent. No correlation. The variables are independent. In this case, the value of R will be 0. No correlation का example is the length of the hair and the IQ level. Okay, length of the hair and the IQ level. There is no correlation between the IQ level of a person and the length of the hair. Okay, there is no correlation between the length of the hair and the IQ level of a person. Here are some of the examples. Amount of rainfall and the yield of the crop. This is an example of a positive correlation. अच्छा बारिश हुआ तो अच्छा yield आएगा क्रॉप का. ओके, अच्छा बारिश हुआ तो अच्छा yield आएगा क्रॉप का. That is what is an example of a positive correlation. Color of a sari and the IQ level of a girl. No correlation. Okay, color of the sari and the IQ level of the girl. No correlation. Demand for goods and their prices under normal time. That is negative correlation. Demand for goods and their prices under normal time. That is an example of a negative correlation. right? Okay. Properties, very important with respect to your MCQs. R, that is small r, that is coefficient of correlation, lies between -1 to +1. When r is equal to 1, it is said to be perfect positive correlation. When r is equal to -1, it is said to be perfect negative correlation. If r is equals to 0, then there is no correlation because the two variables will not be related. Okay, two variables will not be related. R is a pure number. R is a pure number and it is not affected by the change of scale and origin in terms of magnitude. R is a pure number and it is not affected by change of origin and scale in terms of magnitude. That means if you take u as x minus a upon b, v as y minus c upon d, then r xy will be given by b into d upon absolute value of b into absolute value of d into r uv. That means r xy will be plus minus r uv. Okay, r xy will be plus minus r uv. So the change will be only in terms of parity, not in terms of magnitude. Okay, change will be in terms of parity and not in terms of magnitude. That is why it says rxy will be plus minus r uv. So when you will get plus if b and d are of same signs. Okay, if b and d are of same signs, then r xy will be same as r uv. If b and d are of opposite signs, then r xy will be minus r uv. Okay, if b and d are of same signs, then r xy is same as r uv. If b and d are of opposite signs, then r xy will be minus r uv. So remember, this is quite important. Depending on the signs of b and d, whether they are positive or negative. Okay, सेम साइंस मतलब दोनों पॉजिटिव है या दोनों नेगेटिव है, देन आर एक्स वाई विल बी आर यू वी. दोनों ऑपोजिट साइंस में है तो आर एक्स वाई विल बी माइनस आर यू वी. Sixth property, if y is equals to ax plus b, then r xy, that is the coefficient of correlation, will be 1 if a is greater than 0, and coefficient of correlation will be -1 if a is less than 0. Okay, y is equals to ax plus b, then r xy will be 1 if a is positive, r xy is -1 if A is negative. So these are some of the 6 properties. Okay, these are some of the 6 properties which are very important. You can take a screenshot of the 6 properties right now so that it will help us to solve the examples. Done?
Done,
sir.
Okay. So the first example, Rxy is 0.6. We have to find RUV given A is 2u minus 3x plus 4. Sorry, 2u minus 3x plus 4 equals to 0. 4v minus 16y plus 11 equals to 0. So in this case, what we have to do is we have to take the help of property number 5. Okay, we have to take the help of property number 5. So what we have to do is, first we have to express u and v in terms of x and y. Okay, we have to express u and v in terms of x and y. So what does this first equation 2x minus 3x, sorry, 2u minus 3x plus 4 equals to 0. 2u minus 3x plus 4 equals to 0. That will imply what will be your u? U will be 3x minus 4 divided by 2. Okay, u will be 3x minus 4 divided by 2. So this can be written as x minus 4 by 3 divided by 2 by 3. Why we write it like this? Because property number 5 में x का कोएफिशिएंट 1 है. ओके, प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 5 में x का कोएफिशिएंट 1 है. Then 4v minus 16y plus 11 equals to 0. 4v minus 16y plus 11 equals to 0. So what does this gives you about v? 16y minus 11 divided by 4. Again, y का coefficient is 1, so that can be written as y minus 11 by 16 divided by 4 by 16. Okay. These two things are clear.
Yes.
So now, what is the value of b? b का value is 2 upon 3 and d का value is 4 upon 16. D का value is 2/3 and D का value is 4/16. Just हम लोग वो प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 5 में कंपेयर करके B और D का वैल्यू फाइंड किया. So here what is the case? Both B and D are of same signs. दोनों पॉजिटिव है. Both B and D are of same signs. So by property phi A, okay, by property phi A, we get RUV is same as RXY. Okay, by property phi A, we get RUV is same as RXY. The answer is 0.6. The answer is 0.6. Just a second, just a second. Is this clear? Yes, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Solve part B. Solve part B as well as the second sum. Properties use करना है. Solve part 1B and second sum.
सर अलग साइन आ रहा है दोनों का।
अलग साइन आ रहा है, तो व्हाट विल बी योर
माइनस
आर?
0.6
यस, 1b
माइनस
में
0.
RUV will be minus 0.6. Okay, good.
सर सेकेंड वाले में RXY is -1.
Yes, anyone got the answer for sum number 2?
So -1.
-1. Why?
So because
less than 0.
A is less than 0.
A is less than 0. Okay. -1 as A is equal to -2, which is negative. Fine. So, is it clear to everyone?
सर ये सेकंड वाला नहीं समझा.
सेकेंड वाला, ओके. प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 6 क्या है? What is property number 6?
If y is equal to ax plus b, rxy is equal to 1 if a is greater than 0 and rxy is -1 if a is less than 0.
Property number 6 says R is equal to 1 if A is greater than 0. It is -1 if A is less than 0. Right? And what is your A? वो equation में A क्या है? It is basically the slope of the line. Right? A क्या है? Slope of the line. Y equals to ax plus b. तो A क्या है? Slope of the line. तो जो इक्वेशन अपने को दिया हुआ है सम नंबर 2 में, व्हाट इज द स्लोप?
2.
स्लोप इज नॉट 2, इट इज y इक्वल्स टू ax प्लस b. नो, तो ये तुम्हारा स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में थोड़ी है. ओके, आई विल राइट डाउन. ओके, वी हैव 2x
सर
प्लस
-2
y.
आएगा.
सर ए अपना ए
-2
-2 है ना?
हाँ, a इज -2. 2x plus y is equal to 3. This implies y is equals to -2x plus 3. Therefore, we get Rxy equals to -1 as A is equal to -2. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next part is basically the Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. So these are the formulas which basically you will have to remember. Baat karna padega सब formulas. I'll just take it on the next page, so you can take the screenshot of that full page. Hopefully that will be. Let me this. So coefficient of correlation, Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, that is your small r. These are the three formulas which you have to remember. No other option. So r is given by summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n into sigma x upon sigma y, which can also be written as covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y, where your covariance of xy is nothing but summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n. Okay, covariance of xy is summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n.
So
Sorry,
your
your voice
voice
is
is breaking.
breaking.
Now is it proper? Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So another form of this formula R is summation xy minus n into x bar y bar divided by square root of summation x square minus n into x bar ka square multiplied by square root of summation y square minus n into y bar ka square, which can also be written as summation xy minus summation x summation y divided by n, the whole divided by square root of summation x square minus summation x the whole square divided by n into summation y square minus summation y the whole square divided by n. Okay. So these are the different forms where your x bar is nothing but your arithmetic mean, which is given by summation x upon n. Sigma x is the standard deviation of x, which is given by square root of summation x minus x bar the whole square divided by n, which you can also write it as square root of summation x square by n minus x bar ka square. Okay, summation x square by n minus x bar ka square. This is basically a result जो prove करता है, it means there is a proof which is square root of summation x minus x bar the whole square upon n can be written as square root of summation x square by n minus x bar ka square. But this time, frankly speaking, this time due to the time constraint and due to the constraint of the weightage, this proof we will not do in the class. Okay. This proof we will not do in the class. So you have to remember this as a formula. So you can take a screenshot of whatever things you are able to see on the screen right now. All are the formulas of your coefficient of correlation in different forms. We have to use the formula as per the question, as per the data which is given in the question. Whatever values which are given, according to that, we have to use the formula. Okay? Just let me know once you have taken the screenshot. Done? Okay. So now we'll move on to the formulas. What does the first, we'll move on to the examples. What does the first example say? We have to calculate the Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. Given covariance of xy is minus 15, sigma x and sigma y are given. तो यहाँ पे हम लोग कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करेगा? फर्स्ट वाला फॉर्मूला, that is r is covariance of xy upon sigma x upon sigma y. See, and this is the part जहाँ पे writing down the formulas will be very helpful, because एक ही इसका बहुत सारा formulas है. So if you remember the formulas, most of your problem is sorted out. So R, using the first formula, R is covariance of xy upon sigma x sigma y. Okay, R is covariance of xy upon sigma x sigma y. तो covariance of xy कितना है? minus 15 divided by 5 into 4. So that basically turns out to minus 15 upon 20. That is minus 3 by 4. डेसिमल में लिखना है तो लिखो, नहीं लिखना है तो मत लिखो. Sorry, in between I think I got disconnected. Are you able to see the file?
Yes, sir.
Is the Word file visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what I was telling, कि R का value is minus 0.75. You have to check कि is between minus 1 to plus 1. Okay, अगर वो range के बाहर जाता है तो again that means कि your calculation is wrong. ठीक है? Okay, now this sum number 9, 2 and 3. At present we will not discuss because 3 mark के लिए I will not be able to ask you this kind of questions. Just a second, ना 1 minute. I just take one thing. and then I will come back to this. So what we will do is, at present the sum number 2 and 3 we will not discuss in the class. We will because थोड़ा बड़ा sum है, so that is not likely to be there in your exam. So what you are supposed to do is, see, I'll keep this here, so you will get it in the PDF. So those who are interested, they can solve. कुछ नहीं करना है, ये टेबल कंप्लीट करना है, लास्ट में उसका टोटल फाइंड करना है, एंड यू हैव टू जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट इन द फॉर्मूला. ये जो सेकंड वाला जो फॉर्मूला है उसमें सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है, दैट्स इट. उतना ही करना है, बट इट इज टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, सो वी विल नॉट डिस्कस इट राइट नाउ. सम नंबर 3 इज आल्सो ऑफ द सिमिलर टाइप. उसमें भी वो फॉर्मूला एक टेबल में वैल्यूज फिल करना है और वो सेकेंड वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. Okay, we will come to sum number 4 because sum number 4 is comparatively small as your second and third sum. So what it says, and if time permits, see, because now again there are some issues like the rooms are not available. We are again back to the online mode. In that also, there are many things like today also 5 to 7 you have some your credit transfer ka kuch course hai na. So I don't know how that was kept as in due, because in the timetable it is maths ka lecture till 6 o'clock. So how that lecture was kept at 5 o'clock, I don't know. So there are many things which are going on. You are also busy in many things. So that is the reason that these two sums at present we will not discuss, because we have to concentrate on the questions which are likely to be there in your exam. So जो बड़ा questions है, frankly speaking, we will not discuss them at this moment. Later on, if the syllabus gets over and we get time, so we will come back and complete these sums. So sum number 4, what it says, for the given data, we have to find out the value of n. R ka value is given, summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar is given, sigma y is given, and summation x minus x bar the whole square is given. What we have to find is n. तो यहाँ पे कौन सा फॉर्मूला हम लोग यूज करेगा r के लिए? We will use the first formula, ये वाला. R is summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n into sigma x into sigma y. Okay, that is the formula which we will be using. So what I will do, I will just copy that formula and I will paste it down. So that will save my time to retype the formula again. Okay, so what does this implies? R कितना है मेरा? 0.5. Summation x minus x bar is 120 divided by n. We don't know. Sigma y is given, but again sigma x is not given. So sigma y, whatever is given, we will substitute. So sigma y is given, sigma x is not given, and n is what we are supposed to find out. ठीक है? Now what to be done? यहाँ पे तो दो unknowns है, तो दो unknowns के लिए first we will find out what is our sigma x. What is our sigma x? Sigma x का formula is square root of summation x minus x bar का square divided by n. This is the formula for your sigma x. Correct? Sigma x का formula ये है. In the question, what is given? Summation x minus x bar the whole square is given. Right? Summation x minus x bar the whole square is given. That means square root of summation x minus x bar square root of summation x minus x bar can be written as sigma x into square root of n, or okay, not like this, or what can we do is right, summation x minus x bar, no? Okay. मेरे को sigma x, fine, why to make things complicated? मैं directly sigma x का formula ही तो substitute कर देता है ना. So what does this implies? हाँ, 0.5 is equal to 122 divided by n multiplied by sigma x का जो फॉर्मूला है समीशन x माइनस x बार का स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाय n multiplied by 8. ठीक है. So from this what I will get? 0.5 is equals to 120 divided by, now see, एक n और एक root n को I can cancel out. So what remains is root n in the denominator. Then I get square root of summation x minus x bar, which is given as 90. Correct? So now उसको simplify करना है. Square root of 90. 90 is not a perfect square. Okay, 90 is not a perfect square. So what we can do is we can square the whole equation to avoid the calculation in decimal. Okay, again I repeat, to avoid the decimal ka calculation part, we can take the square of the whole equation. So 0.5 ka, okay, so I'll write down here, squaring the equation, we get 0.25, numerator is 1400 divided by n multiplied by 90 multiplied by 64. So what is your n? What is your n? This is what is your n. Okay, तो इसको सॉल्व करके n का वैल्यू फाइंड करना है. तो कितना आएगा? You can calculate using a calculator, or you can calculate directly. Whatever is convenient to you, you can do it. n का वैल्यू आता है 10. n का वैल्यू आता है 10. Is this fine?
Sir, can you explain again?
Okay. See, what information is given in the question? We are supposed to find out the value of n. R ka value is given, right? Summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar is given. Sigma y is given, and summation x minus x bar ka square is given. These are the things which are given. Now, अपने को r फाइंड करने के लिए जो फॉर्मूला यूज करना है, that will be the first formula which we will be using. That is summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n into sigma x into sigma y, because this is the only formula which is best suitable as per the data which is given. Okay, तो अभी ये फॉर्मूला में हम लोग वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करेगा. r का वैल्यू इज गिवन है 0.5, summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar is given as 120. n का वैल्यू इज व्हाट वी आर सपोज्ड टू फाइंड आउट. sigma x का वैल्यू इज नॉट गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन, and sigma y का वैल्यू इज गिवन as a. This much is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now sigma x and n both are unknowns, right? So we can't solve the equation directly. So what we do is we use the formula of sigma x. Okay, we use the formula of sigma x, which is given by square root of summation x minus x bar the whole square divided by n. ये भी ऊपर तुम लोग ने जो स्क्रीनशॉट लिया रहेगा उसमें है सिग्मा x का फॉर्मूला, राइट? देन वी आर गेटिंग टू टर्म्स जिसमें अपने पास n है. एक तो n है और एक वो स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर n है. तो इसको सिंप्लीफाई करेगा तो यू गेट रूट n, राइट? उसको सिंप्लीफाई करेगा तो रूट n मिलेगा. दैट इज बेसिकली n अपॉन स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ n. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
n upon
Understand.
root n gives you root n. Apurva, do you agree with this? N upon root n gives you root n.
Yes, sir.
Okay. तो उसको सिंप्लीफाई करके we get 0.5 as 120 divided by root n multiply by square root of 90 multiply by 8. How do you get that square root of 90? Because summation x minus x bar the whole square is given as 90. Okay, summation x minus x bar the whole square is given as 90. इसके लिए अपने को square root of 90 मिला. Again, 90 is not a perfect square, and as I had told you in the beginning, as far as possible you avoid you doing your calculations in your decimals. तो उसको अवॉइड करने के लिए यहाँ पे व्हाट इज द सिंपलेस्ट टेक्निक, उसको स्क्वायर कर दो. तो वी स्क्वायर द होल इक्वेशन. ओके, वी स्क्वायर द होल इक्वेशन. तो 0.5 का स्क्वायर will give us 0.25. 120 का स्क्वायर will give us 14400. रूट n का स्क्वायर will give us n. रूट 90 का स्क्वायर will give us 90. And 8 का square gives us 64. So now this is सिंपल, n को लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे लेके जाओ, 0.25 राइट हैंड साइड पे आ जाएगा, उसको सॉल्व करो एंड यू गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ ns 10. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir, understand.
Okay. ठीक है, ये सब होमवर्क से निकाल लेता हूँ. This we will solve now. Okay. Fine. Sum number 5 we will keep it for tomorrow. You tell me the answer for sum number 6 and 7. Okay. उसके बाद we will stop for the day. एक मिनट. I'll just put it here. So this is now 5. This is 6. And this is 7. Okay, so tell me the answer for sum number 5 and 6. And then we will stop for the day. 7th sum we will discuss tomorrow. And tomorrow you have the lecture at 7:30 in the morning, okay? Some of you wanted the lecture to be taken in morning. So tomorrow I had kept the lecture in the morning. But then again, from 9:40 your other lectures are there. So for that reason, I had kept the lecture from 7:30 to 9:30. Hope you don't mind for one day. Okay, so solve sum number 5 and 6. In fact, both are on the similar ground. एक ही फॉर्मूला यूज होता है सम नंबर 5 और 6 में. So you can tell which formula we will be using for sum number 5. आर का कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करेगा सम नंबर 5 में? First means which one?
जिसमें सिग्मा एक्स सिग्मा वाई है फॉर्मूला में.
So that is covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y. ये वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करेगा हम लोग.
So
And what we want is sigma y का वैल्यू. Okay, तो r का वैल्यू is given as 0.38, covariance is 10.2, sigma x is 16.
सर सिग्मा वाई का वैल्यू 1.677 है.
एक मिनट. So this is 10.2 divided by 16 into 0.38. 10.2 divided by 16 divided by 1.6776.
यस सर.
Okay, good. Tell me the answer for sum number 6. ये तो और स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है, मतलब कंपेयर टू योर सम नंबर 5.
Zero 0.7182.
0.7182. Okay, we'll wait for 3 more confirmations. इसमें confirmation का जरूरत नहीं है, basically it's quite straightforward. And
Yes, sir, 0.7182.
since student have given the answer for sum number 5, 6 तो कुछ भी नहीं है.
हाँ सर वही है.
R is 0.8, summation XY. Okay, so I hope till this it's clear.
Yes sir.
Right? Okay, so we will continue tomorrow, and tomorrow we are meeting at 7:30 in the morning. So you will have to wake up a bit early if you have a habit of waking up late. Okay, and tomorrow definitely this unit will get over, and I will upload the PDF, and then we will start with unit 1. So I think see normal distribution अपना बाकी है, उसके लिए I will be requiring 1 day मतलब जो अपना 2.5 hours का सेशन है वो, and unit 1 के लिए 1 day, so within 2 days. So maybe tomorrow, coming Wednesday, and then Thursday is a holiday. So maybe Monday or Tuesday, whenever I will be getting a lecture. So by 13th, we will be able to wind up the portion. So that is not a point of worry. Monday को I will not be able to take because Monday को KT का एग्जाम है. Monday को 11th है ना. Monday को 11th है, तो Monday को I will not be able to take. So Tuesday or this Friday. Okay, Tuesday or this Friday, if I am able to get a lecture. नहीं, Friday को भी नहीं मिलेगा because Friday I think you have your practicals in offline. Let me check. अगर Friday को अगर तुम्हारा practical 3 बजे 2 बजे खत्म हो जाता है और उसके बाद अगर कोई slot मिलता है, so we will have the offline session, not a problem on this Friday. Okay. Otherwise 14 या 15 कोई एक छुट्टी के दिन अपने को लेक्चर रखना पड़ेगा. Let us see how the things work out. Tuesday अगर होता है तो Tuesday I will try to get, because by that time तुम लोग का बाकी का syllabus भी हो जाएगा, so you will also be free. And if it is offline Tuesday Wednesday तो very good, well and good, तो कुछ टेंशन ही नहीं है. अरे ट्यूसडे कौन सा डेट है? 12. हाँ ठीक है, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. 12 13 फाइन. And before I end the meeting, see 11th को there is a KT exam. There are some students who have KT exams for your practicals also of same one, discrete maths का. Practical AT, they will have to keep the journal ready because they will have to show it on that day, and then they will have to appear for the exam. It is online only, so you will have to show me the journal, so you can pass on the message to your friends. If anyone who is there in the lecture right now who is having a KT in the practical, you Okay, you have to practical exam, practical exam. Okay, any other question anyone?
हेलो सर।
Yes, yes.
सर एक बार लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड का दिखाना, उसका एक स्क्रीनशॉट लेना है।
कौन सा वाला?
लीस्ट स्क्वायर मेथड जो हमने स्टार्ट में किया था सर।
लीस्ट स्क्वायर वाला, ओके।
सर वो रेफरेंस के लिए एक बार चाहिए सम का स्क्रीनशॉट।
Wait, I'll just scroll up. Which sum you want? पैराबोला का कि स्ट्रेट लाइन का?
स्ट्रेट लाइन का सर।
स्ट्रेट लाइन। जो लास्ट लेक्चर में किया था वो वाला? अच्छा, ये आज वाला, ये 9
जो
एक्सचेंज
सर
रेट
आज
वाला।
किया था स्टार्टिंग में सर।
हाँ ठीक है, ये बट 2 स्क्रीनशॉट लेना पड़ेगा, एक पेज में बैठेगा नहीं वो। So you can take this first one.
1 सेकंड सर। सर नेक्स्ट।
This is the second part.
थैंक यू।
Okay. Anyone else has any other questions to be asked? Okay, if nothing is there, we will end the class and we will continue tomorrow morning.